Big Bucks, your Seven Berg GM. And folks, I want to thank you all for subscribing to the page, liking the page, sharing the page. Another week as we review week 3. Got another road win, beating the Patriots. The Patriots were a good team. I'm really, really excited about what I saw, especially from the interior defensive line. The defense looked like Pittsburgh Steelers defense. I think it was week 14 last year. We played the Bengals. We got up early in the fourth quarter. I felt like TA turned the defense off, went to extremely soft zone, and we never turned the defense back on for the rest of the season. This past Sunday, it looked like we actually were the Pittsburgh Steelers again. Sunday, man, we had 5 turnovers, and it could have been 7. Realistically, I'm not going to talk a lot about the offense because we're beating a dead horse here. Until we figure out left tackle, we're going to look extremely frustrating. And I don't know about you, but there's a couple clips I'll probably make a reel about it where Bad Grandpa got really pissed. You could tell he's getting fed up with the inability to protect, the inability for our left tackle to do the left tackle's job. And I love it. I don't know about you, but I love it, man. I love to see Bad Grandpa out there getting in people's shit. I mean, that man's getting hit, and he's 41 years old. He's way too old to be getting hit this many times. It's impossible to say that this is sustainable, and yet no word about any kind of moves being made. There's no talk of we're going to find another solution. It sounds like hope is where we're throwing it. We're just going to roll the dice with Broderick and see what happens. And to me, I think we are definitely setting ourselves up for failure. So with that, I'm going to roll right into my picks for last week. And folks, I had a horrible week last week, 9-7, bringing me to 32-16 for the season so far, 67%, which is down from 73% last week. Got to turn it around this week here. We're gonna work on those picks and probably do these separately this week. Wait till Sunday to get those inactives and injury reports back because we didn't have a good week last week. Man. Hopefully we'll step it up this week as we look forward to going to week 4. Defensively, I really, really enjoyed this game. We got at the quarterback. We got at Drake May. Old Cam, who was looking mad retired, I like his snap count. I like that he's getting a lot of rest, and he's coming in and he's making veteran plays with the tip ball, with the punch out. And I got to give a shout out to Benton on that goal line strip because Benton got penetration early, swiped at the ball, and then the old vet, Cam, came through and made that play. And the defense looked awesome, man. I really enjoyed the fact that we were putting hits on boys. Peppers came in the game and immediately showed his presence. Holcomb was in there making plays. He did get his ankles broke on that 4th and 1 play. If he would have made that stop, man, I think that would have been a tremendous stop right there for the defense. All in all, you would see the reaction in the social streets of the fan base, and you would think week 3 or 1-12. Like, a win is a win. A win on the road is spectacular. You know, I think that if you win most of your home games and you win a couple road games, you're probably going to make the playoffs. That's just how this works in the NFL. But to win on the road, and then I saw 93 to Fredo. One of the guys was talking about how Tomlin has like the best record in 1-score games. He's kind of torn because he kind of thinks the great coaches are those guys who win those 1-score games, those close games. And folks, Mike Tomlin is not the problem. He's one of the greatest coaches in the NFL. This man has been making Kool-Aid with no sugar for years. Since 21, Mason Rudolph, Bane, the guy that got thrown down in the ditch, got his career resurrected and took us to the playoffs. Bane was the leading yards per game quarterback before this season with 238 yards per game since 2021. And Mike Tomlin's still been winning. You know why? Because this defense that looked like our defense, that didn't give up 30 points, 5 turnovers, this defense. And what I really loved was this interior defensive line. My man 96 was in there. He flashed a couple plays he got in there. I think he needs to get more run. I honestly do feel like YA is going to be the starting nose tackle, and that's going to be a great thing because I think it's going to allow us to bring in Benton. We're going to bring in 9-6. Daniel Ukule. You're going to see Harmon and Head out there. And it's going to allow old man to come in and do his thing. And I think that's the key is at his age, you really can't wear him out early, especially when you know teams in the fourth quarter. They saw what they saw the first two games, and they're going to come in thinking that they can manhandle us. The biggest thing I liked in this game for our defense was I didn't see a lot of guys getting thrown around and asses on the ground. Didn't see a lot of our guys getting pushed over and getting hip tossed and getting swung around like this was WWE, similar to the first two games. I think that's a key, man. I think they stood up and they played strong, and I want to give Derek Harmon his props, man. Harmon came in his first game, and he showed why he was a first rounder. Broderick, pay attention to that. He came in and he showed why he was a first round pick. That, you know what, he was him. Like, what up, though? And I liked it. I liked everything about it, man. He was in there being a force. It's going to be problems. I still think we got some moves to make. Unfortunately, Big Dez, one of the moves got picked back up. If Big Dez gets cut again and we don't pick him up, we're missing out, man. That dude was the strongest interior defensive lineman in his class. Ain't nobody moving him. You got to put two bodies on him. All we need is 10 plays from a Big Dez. That's it. Give us 10 plays. You give Cam 10 less plays, oh, my God. It's like these plays, when Cam is sitting back making these tips, man, he ain't trying to get to the ball carrier. He's sitting back, man, I know what's going to happen. And if they do pass this ball, I'm getting in the lane. And he is one of the best at doing that. We got to play to our strengths, man. And we got some old guys out there. The key to us winning and moving forward and actually getting to 13-4 is by winning these ugly wins now. We stack these ugly wins and we get our guys into Tuesday healthy. That's the key early in this season. We don't need to be out here trying to wear out these old tires, man. Let's let this offensive line get out there, man, and show boys that fat meat is greasy. That's it. Like, run the ball. If you're not going to trade and get a new left tackle, put Washington out there as tackle and a half and show boys that fat meat is greasy. And let's get 3, 4, 5 wins here with a very, very healthy quarterback. That's what we need. Not really giving as much credit and as much time to Eccles, man, who was out there balling, making big plays. And that defense, man, as a whole, man, it looked like Pittsburgh Steelers defense. I mean, honestly, it looked scary. And there was nothing like looking at these running backs after they fumbled and their expressions in their faces, man. I loved it. I loved the hit on Drake May before he threw that interception, man. Out there got tatted up, Herbig and Watt. And then what did he do next play? He made a bad decision. I think he was a little concussed. I love that. I love that, man. I love that's football. You come out there and get paid that money, we going to touch you. And that's what I think the defense has to continue to do all season. In fact, I think the defense has to get tougher. I think the defense has to get a little bit more nasty. So let's do it, folks. Hey, Dublin, this is a game we cannot lose. Like and subscribe to the Sevenberg page as I bring you updates, content, interviews, and analysis on our way to the 7 Super Bowl titles.